Yo,
Hey, what's up?
good.
Nothing much. I just got done watching Moni Loves Unsung and shit.
Was it good?
It was very good.
Good.
You said what?
That's what's up. I gotta watch it.
Yeah, I'll probably send it to you later.
All right.
I never knew she got with it with Jeezy. That's all I'm gonna say.
She got with Jeezy.
No, she got in an argument with Jeezy.
Oh yeah, she mentioned that on I think that was the Breakfast Club a couple months ago. That
Oh wow.
something Jeezy said online, some stupid shit. I don't like Jeezy anyway, so
Because it was one of
always
them
thought he was
Nas
a
to the whole hip hop is dead shit.
yeah something dumb you said.
Not something dumb.
Yes, something dumb you said.
What's good, everybody in the chat? I can't wait for tomorrow though.
Yes,
Long overdue.
definitely, definitely long overdue.
I need a doctor to give me some therapy. What's up, Mike, Sam?
What's good?
Start my new job tomorrow and shit.
Congrats.
Appreciate it. I need a doctor to give me some therapy. I need a doctor to check my health.
Have I seen State Property? Yeah, I went to see it when it came out.
That's that's a hood classic.
Yep,
Believe it or not, I never saw State Property too.
it wasn't good.
Yeah,
Wasn't
I
as
heard it
good
wasn't
as
that good.
nah. They added like other people, like Dipset was in it, Nori, Angie Martinez. Wasn't as good.
It didn't have the soul.
Nah.
Wow, where the fuck are my earbuds at? What the fuck?
What up, Cal? What's good, yo? Get down or lay down. Yes.
We got some new
Passion.
people. That's what's up.
Dame got some new movies on online actually.
On where?
On the Fox. What is it? It's a Fox YouTube channel. Fox. Um, I want to say like Fox Ebony, some Fox channel on YouTube. He got like I'll send you the link because he got like a couple of like new movies. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
he did a documentary. Remember he had an album called Black Rock, like a
yeah.
project with like the Black Keys and Nicole Ray and Most Definite. Yeah, Fox Soul. Yeah, he has like a couple of his movies on the Fox Soul YouTube channel, and
Okay, bad.
he did a documentary on the Black Rock album. He has like some new hood films on there.
Got you.
So
Send it to me when you get a chance.
yeah, so that's where it's like he's premiering like a lot of his new stuff on there.
Yeah, I might have to go back to my car just to get my headphones and shit.
Right. Yeah, I saw the trailer today. It's on. He got like a lot of his stuff on. I guess he has a deal with Fox Soul, and it's on like a lot of his new stuff is on that channel. Um, I forgot the movie. There's a movie that he did with Tracy with his sister with what's her name, yo? Um, Stacey Dash is it's a movie with Stacey Dash and the Locks. Um, forgot the name of that shit. I saw it like years ago. That's also on the Fox Soul channel. I think Kanye West was like executive producer for that movie. J Mills got a talk show over there. Oh shit, I didn't even know that. It's crazy. Oh, that's his cousin. I thought that was his sister. Yeah, rest in peace, Tracy Braxton. Great, great singer from the Braxton sisters, Braxton family. You're not claiming her? I thought they were brother and sister. That's what I heard. They don't look alike to me. Yeah, that Benny album is bananas. The one with Cam and Murder Mook. What movie is that? I've seen most of Cam films. I don't remember the one with Murder Mook. Is that the Killer Season? That one? Which one with Murder Mook? RJ Payne album is crazy. Yeah, thanks for that link for the interview. I watched it this morning with him and Ice T on All Hip Hop. That album is bananas. That's like one of the best mixtapes I've heard in years. Honor Up, that's the name of the joint. Yeah, it was Stacey Dash, the Locks, Kanye West produced it. I think Dame is in it. Somebody else is in it. I seen that movie like 5 years ago. It's on the Fox Soul channel now. Yeah, the RG Payne album is banana. They if they ever did a New Jack City 2, that's the way to do it. Just follow that whole mixtape that he did. I didn't hear the Slaughterhouse album. Murder Mook and Cam. Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. Cam is in it. I don't remember Murder Mook in that film though.
What I miss?
I'm talking about one of the Dame Dash films. On the up. It's on the Fox Soul channel also.
Got you.
I saw that on streaming like years ago though. Yeah, I watched Winning Time. I saw episode 1 last week. And I see the new one later tonight. I watch the new one about the Lakers dynasty in the 80s. I believe Adrian Brody is playing Pat Riley on that show.
Oh wow.
It's good. I think the guy that produced what was the movie? One of those what's the dude name, yo? Will Farrell? One of those Will Farrell films. I think like the producer did that show. Yeah, Murder Mook is a rapper. He's a mixtape rapper. I don't remember Mook in that film though, man. It's been a minute.
Yeah, I know about the New Jack City 2 movie that Wesley turned down. Oh,
Ice
speaking of
T
that,
Ice T said
you was-
that the Like the way RJ Payne did the mixtape, that's how they were planning on doing part two.
I gotta listen to that mixtape. I forgot
Like
about that.
he ended up in a on life support after he got shot, and it was like they said like he was in like was it a coma, something like that, like for 5 years, and then he woke up and like nobody knew he was alive. That would have been a great sequel, yo. Like I'd rather them do the sequel instead of a reboot. I don't want to see no reboot for that shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna check that mixtape tonight.
Yeah, you got to check that. That's one of the best mixtapes in a long time. And he got Ice T on it. So you got that co-sign from Ice T on it. Like Ice T
Does it
was
have like
playing Scotty, huh?
does it have like a boom bap feel to it?
It has a hardcore street hip hop sound to it. It's Ice T playing Scotty, his character from New Jack City, is on it. And it's like a
Got
continuation from the movie. Crazy, crazy joint. He should be signed. I don't know if RJ Payne is signed to a label, but he should be signed if he's not. You said what? Wesley turned down the role? That's what you said?
Yeah, he didn't want to do a New Jack City too.
Oh wow.
Thank God.
I wouldn't watch the reboot, man. Just it's some things you can't reboot, yo. You can't reboot Scarface. You can't reboot Back to the Future. You can't reboot New Jack City. There's just certain movies I refuse to watch a reboot for. I mean, everybody. If they reboot it, who they bringing on? Who they casting? Because everybody from the original one got killed off. You know what I'm saying? Bill Nunn is actually dead. You know, Vanessa Williams, Keisha got killed off. So they're gonna bring back who? Kareem. He's like the only one that was living.
I doubt Christopher Williams is gonna join.
He's not gonna do that. I know, but Scarface is like once Pacino did it, it was like you can't touch it after Pacino. I refuse to see it. Oh yeah, he did say that he was like affiliated with Griselda or something. Something what happened with like the lawyers, his lawyer and like Benny's lawyer or some shit like that. You can't touch Scarface after Pacino. That's like sacred ground. You know what I'm saying? It's one thing if you do Dracula over. They've done Dracula over so many times. There's just certain films I don't want to see a reboot for. They was doing Scarface with Denzel Washington. Nah, I don't want to see that. Denzel Washington as Scarface. I don't want to see that. How would that go? They
I
already
would.
fucked up Supercat. They Supercat. They already fucked up Superfly. How did that go? And people thought that was gonna be a good film.
I didn't.
Superfly was bad. That reboot was terrible. You think Denzel Washington would have been a great Scarface? I don't know, man. I don't know about that one, man. I think Pacino was great at the way it is. Yeah, but the classics, man. It's like Superfly is a classic. They should have never remade that. See, if Denzel do it, it would be like watching him in Training Day all over, except he's Tony Montana. So
Right.
it would be like watching his character in Training Day in like Colombia or some shit or Mexico or something. You know, they don't at this point. It's like with the technology we got, they don't need to do no reboots, yo. Just have the younger generation go back and watch the Blu-ray or the 4K or whatever. They don't need no reboot for that. Danger Mouse is dope. I fuck with Danger Mouse. But I don't want to see a reboot of Trinity Hour. No more reboots, man. Leave this shit alone. But you
Yeah, I'm
think
about to
Denzel would do better than? You think Denzel would be better than Pacino in a Scarface reboot?
give me 1 second.
I don't know, man. I don't think we need a reboot for that, man. What about Casablanca? Give me a reboot for that, or Gone with the Wind, some shit like that. Pacino over Denzel. That's a good discussion right there. I like both of them. Denzel would smoke Pacino. Wow. I don't know, man. This Pacino got some classics, bro. Best Man sequel. That's a good discussion. Pacino against Denzel. Who has the better film? Better five films. Who has the better five? You not fucking with Denzel? Wow. Scarface. That's a great film. Heat. Dog's Day Afternoon. You got some classics, man. The Godfather. I don't think Denzel's got any. Denzel got classics, but he wasn't in the Godfather or Scarface. I don't know. We're not doing a movie discussion right now, yo. Too many to name. Scent of a Woman. I didn't care for Scent of a Woman though. That's probably the only one on the list, Sam, that I don't like. Everything else I love.
I'm ready to start whenever y'all are.
Let's go.
All right, what's up, you two? How's everyone doing this lovely Sunday night? The best night to watch us. It's your boy Reg in the building. It's my homeboy Try with me.
Yo,
Before I start, got a few announcements I want to make. Rest in peace to Tracy Braxton. You know what I'm saying? Um, she was Tony Braxton's sister. She died Saturday from cancer and stuff like that, which I didn't even know she had cancer. That shit was a shock and whatnot. You know what I'm
I didn't
saying?
know.
But yeah, man. Rest in peace to her. Also, I want to make an announcement. I had to talk to a YouTuber on one of my videos this past week and talking about how, oh, sometimes y'all be too harsh on these albums. I mean, I had to tell them like,
Who
whenever
who said that?
y'all watch,
Who said that?
I'll send you later. I'll send you the
You don't want me
screenshot
to
later.
call him now?
Nah, I don't even think you watch it. But I just want to say,
Mm.
this and shit like that. When y'all watch our reviews, discussions, it's our fucking opinion. You're gonna get either a harsh review, you're gonna get like either a good review or not. You know what I'm saying? If you guys want like a sugar review, watch something else. But this is how we be. If the album is trash, you're gonna talk about how trash the album is.
What do they want us to say? They want us to lie? I'm
That's what
not
I'm
doing
saying.
that.
Right,
We've never done that on any podcast we were on. So why would it start now? If an album is trash, we're gonna say it's trash. If we say it's mediocre or classic, whatever.
right.
I don't know what people want us to say, man. Like sugarcoat shit. Like, oh, I think this album was bad, but you should still listen to it. No, if I'm not gonna listen to it, why should you? If you ask me
Exactly.
my opinion on shit and I'm telling you, don't get mad. That's all I'm saying.
I agree. But yeah, with that being said, we know we're going to continue with our list of 150 rap albums, number 70 to 61. Yeah. Without further ado, let's get this shit started. All right, number 70. You know what I'm saying? This is a Southern hip hop artist that pretty much, changed the game. I mentioned a few of his albums so far on this list. You know what I'm saying? Personally, I feel like this album kind of gets a little slept on, in my personal opinion. We've done a very good review on this. It's a Scarface. Mr. Scarface is back. This came out in 1991 on Rap A Lot Records. He was still part of Ghetto Boys and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's still part of the Ghetto Boys and shit. It still kind of had that like Ghetto Boy sound to it. But yeah, this album to me is so fucking dope. One of my all-time favorite albums he's ever done. This is known for classics like Money in the Power, A Minute to Pray and a Second to Die, Your Ass Got Took. A lot of motherfuckers was influenced by Face and shit. So yeah, very very dope album. Yeah, Q. I said cancer and stuff. I didn't know what kind of cancer, but thank you.
All right. What we at? Number 71?
70.
70, my bad. Number 70, the most underrated boot camp click affiliated album that doesn't get a lot of praise like the other first wave releases. And I love it. I think it's a classic. 1996 OGC, The Storm, production by the Beat Miners. You got joints like Hurricanes to Rain and No Fear, The Storm title track. Um, Wild Cowboys in Bucktown with Sadat X. Definitely salute the OGC. I don't know why they never came out with shit after the second album, but this is definitely one of my favorite boot camp releases of all time.
Definitely a very dope album and shit. Really can't wait till we talk about Helter Skelter
Yeah,
tomorrow.
tomorrow. What time is that? 10 o'clock?
Um, let's make that 11 o'clock because I get off
11?
at 10 o'clock. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. What's the next album? All right, number 69. We're gonna go to the West Coast right quick. Um, this is probably one of the best gangster rap albums of all time. It's still in 1991. Ice T with the OG original gangster.
So
This came out in 1991
his best
on
album.
yes on Warner Brothers. Like we both say, it's his best album to date. You know what I'm saying? I love the album cover too. You have like the pimp side and you have like the gangster side
Mhm.
or some shit like that.
Right.
And mind you, all the songs on this album was made into a music video and stuff like that, like way before fucking Lemonade and stuff like that by Beyonce and
Right.
shit too. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, this was a very very dope album and shit like that. This was known for songs like Mind Over Matter, the title track, Bitches 2, New Jack Hustler. Because around this time, he was starring in the movie and stuff. He was in New Jack Hustler, Ricochet, and stuff
Ricochet.
too.
Hmm.
Very, very, very dope album. In my opinion, his best album to date.
1996 on Relativity Records. This man, he had a solo career after leaving the Hit Squad. I mean, after separating from EPMD and the Hit Squad, and I think this is his best album solo wise. PMD, Business is Business,
Mm,
great fucking album. Still his best solo album, in my opinion. You got joints like Leave Your Style Cramped and Cool Cat, Rough Rugged and Raw with Das Effects. It's the P. He had It's the P remix with Prodigy. Rest in peace to Prodigy. Great album. Like I said, like to me, it's his best. I like this Shady Business. That was dope, but this to me is his the best album.
yeah, that's the best album too. I didn't care for the first album to be real with you.
Yeah.
Shit. But anyway, now we're gonna go to number 68. Still at the Scarface of things. This album came out in 2002 and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? This is when he was on Def Jam South. Let me put my camera on. I forgot to turn it off for one quick second. And the album is The Fix in
Oh,
2002. One of my favorite Scarface albums of all time. A lot of people say like this is the best album. I'm not gonna argue. Like I said, his discography is very
no.
consistent and stuff like that. But I'm gonna say my favorite album from Scarface later on down this list. That's all I gotta say on that. You know what I'm saying?
I think Diary and Last of a Dying Breed are his best albums.
Yeah, Diary. That's
Yeah,
spoiler alert. That's my favorite album too. Spoiler alert. But Last of the Dying Breed was cool. I felt like that was underrated and shit.
yeah.
I mean, you can't really go wrong with a lot of his albums and stuff. So yeah, man. But back to The Fix. Very very dope album. Every time I like listen to some of this album, it always takes me back to like the Def Jam Vendetta days and shit like that. Cause
Mhm.
what song was it? It's In Cold Blood. That was on Vendetta. I know I love songs like In Between Us. Believe it or not, my favorite song Someday. That was a Neptune produced track. That's like one of my favorite tracks of this album, surprisingly and shit. Guess who's back with Jay, Beanie, and Kanye West. One of Kanye's best beats. Yeah, this was a very very dope album. Love it.
All right. West Coast Group, underrated album. I love their second album. I think their first one is highly slept on. Sun Doobie, Tomahawk Funk, and DJ Ralph from Funk Dubious. First
Hmm.
album, Rich Doobie Ubi. Love it. The funkiest and Bow Wow Wow and what's the other Wop Babaloo Bop. Classic production from DJ Muggs, Soul Assassins. Love this album.
Believe it or not, I never heard of Funk
You never
Dubious
heard the
album.
first one? Yeah,
Never heard
man.
any of the
Rich
albums
Rich
and shit.
Rich Doobie UB and Brothers Doobie. Those are like their best albums.
Definitely, I definitely got to check them out. Yeah, number 67. Yeah, gonna go to the East Coast and shit. This was one half of the Black Star. You know what I'm saying? This Most Def with black on both sides. This came out in 1999. Ruckus Records. One of my favorite hip hop albums ever. One of to me, his best album to me, in my opinion.
Yes.
This came out 1 year after Black Star. Excuse me. I mean, like this whole album is just very, very dope and shit. I love songs like Miss Fat Booty, Rock and Roll, Do It Now, Mr. Nigga, Mathematics. Like this is not a bad track on this whole fucking album. Like most Def spitting shit that considered maybe ahead of its time at this time, you know what I'm saying? Like this album to me is a fucking hip hop masterpiece and whatnot, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Um to me, this album and Phil Monch's Internal Affairs are my favorite albums from Rockets Records.
Oh yeah. Both classics.
Mm-hmm.
All right. 1997. We staying with Soul Assassins. This album just celebrated the anniversary. He had a little mini documentary for it. DJ Muggs, Soul Assassins, Chapter One. Various different artists. You got a Puppet Master with Dr. Dre and Be Real. You got Third World with Jizza and RZA. Devil in the Blue Dress with a lot of Dark Men. Classic album. You got MC8 was on this album. Mobb Deep, Keras One, Wyclef. Just a whole bunch of a lot of legends on here and all produced by DJ Muggs. Classic album.
Yeah, definitely a very dope album indeed. Alright, now we're gonna go to 2001. This rapper pretty much, going through a lot around this time, was in the hip hop beef. He got commercial disappointment, but then he came back strong with this one. You already know who I'm talking about. It's Nas with Stillmatic. This came out in 2001. Just to let you guys know, this is not the OG copy of this album, because the OG copy, it had a song called what's this shit called, Braveheart Party
Oh,
or
that
some
shit.
shit like
That
that. So
wasn't good. So that wasn't
yeah,
good.
that's why I purposely didn't get that this for, because I didn't want that song or some shit like
Yeah.
that. You know what I'm saying?
You're not missing nothing.
Yeah, and then that song was removed because of Mary J. Blige's request from what I looked up. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? Because she said, and I quote, for personal reasons and shit. But back to this album, very very dope album. You know what I'm saying? Everyone knows the song Ether, which destroyed Jay-Z and shit like that. I mean, that whole Ether's in the popular culture and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? They had other dope songs like One Mic was
Mm,
probably one of my favorite Nas songs ever. The Flyers with AZ, Second Childhood, Destroying Rebuild, a very underrated diss track where he's
yep.
going after like Prodigy, Nature, Nari. No, no, not Nari, not Nari. Yeah, Prodigy, Nature, Core Mega, and shit like that. Basically, his Queensbridge and shit. You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah, but very, very dope album and shit. You know what I'm saying? Just kind of came because I'm not even like I like Nostradamus. When
Mm-hmm.
people are gonna be like, "Oh, that was not a good album" and shit like that. It's better than some of the
Yes.
recent ones, like Fuck Yeah, Nasir,
Yeah,
and
but
Hip Hop is Dead. I'll take Nostradamus over those albums and shit.
Jay,
Yeah,
I'm with you
we
on
do
that.
got yeah, and we do got to like talk finish Nas' discography and shit
Oh
too. You
man.
know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, Stillmatic, very very dope album. Must have in your collection and shit.
All right, 2000 M1 and Stickman, Dead Prez, Let's Get Free, a
Mm.
fucking classic. I love the album cover, yo. Like this album is timeless. And you got joints like Hip Hop and Police State and Mind Sex. Just the lyricism and the production was just flawless. One of the most underrated albums of the 2000s, in my opinion. Love this album. I wish they had it. They didn't give us an album like this ever again, but I would definitely would love. I would love to hear another album like this. Maybe produced by like Ninth Wonder or Madlib or something. But classic album.
Yeah, man. It's a shame because they had so much potential and shit. But hey,
Yeah.
all right, 2000. We got comments like Water for Chocolate.
Yes.
Very very dope album. You know what I'm saying? This was really the beginning of the whole Soulquarians era. You know what I'm saying? Birth album like Things Fall Apart, Mama's a Gun. Um, what's that one album? Mama's Gun, Things Fall Apart. Electric
Erica Badu.
Circus.
Oh
Yeah, yeah, I said Mom's Gun.
yeah.
The Slum Village album,
Yes.
Fantastic Volume 2, which I don't know, I guess I feel like that's overrated, but
Overrated.
we'll talk.
It
Yeah,
was
you believe?
okay, but I still love minstrel shows. To me, is way better.
I actually prefer Volume 1 of Slum Village to me.
Oh,
I
my bad.
like the more.
I'm thinking Little Brother. My bad.
Yeah, man,
Well,
but
what's
I'm
their
a
classic album to you though? Slum Village. What's their classic album?
well, arguably Volume 1 would be a classic to me. I mean, Volume 2 is a classic, but people make a big deal. Like the Jay Dilla fan make a big
Mm.
deal of that fucking shit. You know what I'm saying? And I've never really been the biggest Slum Village fan like that either.
Did
You know,
Did you ever hear the Trinity album?
that's the one with Selfish, right?
Yeah. No,
Yeah, I heard that a while.
that's the one with tainted love or whatever.
Then no, I didn't hear that one. Nah,
You didn't hear that one?
like I said, nah, I had the one with
It,
Selfish. You know,
that's the one after. I think that's the one after the Trinity album.
got you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
it's just that.
I think Dilla only produced like 3 tracks on that Trinity album. He didn't produce a lot on there.
Yeah, because I'm gonna be. If it wasn't for Jay Dilla, I would not really have paid attention to niggas like that. But
Right. That's
I'm gonna,
but Elzai had joined the group at that point.
yeah. Well, I'm gonna say my thoughts on that because I
Yeah.
know a lot of hip hop heads are screaming right now. But like Water for Chocolate. Speaking of that, this is a very dope album. You know what I'm saying? This is known for songs like The Lights, Sixth Sense. But some of my favorite tracks, the one with MC Light, a film called Pimp.
Mm.
That's my fucking
That's your
shit.
favorite?
That's my favorite track on the whole album. Like Heat, that's another dope one. Fucking Thelonious with ironically Slum Village. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, this whole fucking album is just so dope. This was kind of what I consider his mainstream breakthrough, if you ask me. His major label. Oh yeah, his major label debut. Fuck it, because like Relativity, that was still an indie label, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that was still an indie label and stuff like that. Yeah,
All right. Number 65. Various artists. Like one of the best compilations ever. My favorite compilation with different artists from this label. 1999, the Rough Riders Ride or Die,
Mm.
classic album. Rest in peace to DMX. He was on this joint. You had the first single was Ride or Die, featuring DMX, Eve, The Locks, Drag On, Down Bottom with Juvenile, one of the best Juvenile songs in my opinion ever. You had Jay-Z on here with Jigga My Nigga. Loved it. Mace is on here with him and Jermaine Dupri, Platinum Plus. You got Big Pun, rest in peace to Big Pun. Pun and Chic was on this joint with a Pina Colada. Beanie Siegel is on this joint. Like a star-studded compilation. Production done by Swiss Beats and Dame Grease, and I think DJ Shock was on this. Like this is like the vintage Rough Riders right here, man. Still the best compilation to me. Part two was okay. I didn't like it. Part three, I didn't like it, but this one in the compilation was the best one.
Yeah, part two. It's like part two. It was good, but it was a bit filler in it. I kind of thought part three was a tad bit better than part two, but
Really, you
not
like
as
part
good as
three?
part three. Has some
Oh,
joints.
I only
It
like
has some
the
joints.
style songs on it. Like I know he did one. He did a joint with the East Siders. That was dope. I
Yeah,
think he
that
had
was
like
joint.
a solo joint. There was one joint on there with Ludacris, but I didn't like that shit at all. Except for those three songs that were on
Mm, interesting. All right. So yeah. By the way, right after we do the list, I'm gonna call my mom's right quick because that's
there. Yeah.
who called and shit like that.
All right.
Shout out to Mark Nash, by the way. Shout out to
Shout out to
BJ. Hit
Monas.
me up. Yeah,
So
man.
where is
He
BJ? I
had me
haven't
on
seen him on.
he hit us on a group and shit.
Oh,
All right. This, in my opinion, is like one of the best boom bap albums ever made, in my personal opinion. And it's Diamond D, or Diamond and the Psychotic Neurotics, with Stunts Blunts and Hip
heard
Hop.
that.
This came out in 1992. Probably my personal favorite DITC album, if you ask me.
Yeah.
This whole album is just so fucking dope. I don't even know words can explain how I feel about this fucking album and stuff like that.
Right.
Just like the drums, the samples, the style. It was just so fucking dope. I mean, excuse me. I love songs like "A Day in the Life" with fucking Jamar and Sadat X. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Um, I went for mine. Check one, check two. Sally got a one track mind. And usually this album, I would complain with album it's like 23 tracks, but the way how this album is sequenced, even with the interludes and everything like that, very,
Hmm.
very dope album. You know what I'm saying? I mean, don't get me wrong, I love Hatred, Passion, and Fidelity because I felt like I don't know which what I would consider my favorite because
That one is my favorite. That one is my
yeah,
favorite.
because like Hatred, Passion, and Fidelity had some of my favorite Diamond songs like
Hmm.
this one,
And
Never.
projects.
Oh
That
my
project
God,
songs.
MC is my ambition, but
Fire.
this one, this one too, like you can't
Hmm.
go wrong
That
with
was
Sally
good.
Got a One Track Mind, A Day in Life.
Hmm.
I don't know. It's just I go back and forth which one I like better. I'm just grateful I got both of them and stuff like that. Even 2008 Dime Piece was very
Down
dope
piece
and
is
stuff
dope.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, need to get my hands on that one.
Hmm. All right. Number 60, 64. Speaking of Most Def, 1998 Black Star. Most Def and Talib Kweli. Love this album. Classic. We need that we need that Black Star album ASAP. Produced by Madlib. We need that this year. That I must hear that album. But they haven't given us nothing since this album. It is a classic. Respiration, Definition, Brown Skin Lady. Come on, man. Like it's classic production. Come on, man. If you don't have this in your collection, I don't know what to tell you. Don't even talk to me about music. That's how I feel.
Right. Alrighty. All right. Now, in my opinion, this guy is the greatest rapper of all time. And this album to me was one of the first hip hop albums ranked five mics in the source. Eric B. and Rakim, Let the Rhythm Hit 'Em.
Nice.
This came out in 1990. One of my all-time favorite hip hop albums of all time. And to me, I love this. I mean, they never had a bad album in my personal opinion, but I love this album a tad bit better than Paid in Full. I'm not even gonna hold you. Just the album cover alone, man, that shit is
Hmm.
fucking sick. I mean,
Yeah.
just sets the whole tone of the album. Like they went more street with this fucking record and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like my only gripe about this whole fucking album was that it was too fucking short. That was my only gripe. Like
It was
you
too
had
short.
songs, in my opinion, it was only 10 songs, and shit like that. And
Right.
I don't know, especially with hip hop albums at that time, like People's Instinctive Travels and Past, De
Mm,
La Soul is Dead. Um, what was the other main source of Breaking Atoms and stuff like that. I don't know, but it's kind of better because it's like no really little to no filler. Like I love songs like Let the Rhythm Hit 'Em, but it's crazy because little trivia, the original joint version of that track threw some shots at Big Daddy Kane and
mm,
shit too. Not a lot of people know that and stuff. You got Mahogany, one of the greatest hip hop love songs ever. You know, the best usage of that Al Green sample, in my personal opinion. Step Back, The Untouchables. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Very, very, very dope album. And they actually got some unreleased joints on this album too. Like
Mm.
they call it like the thing of remixes, hit the rarities and stuff on YouTube. They have songs like Hypnotic, some shit like that. So yeah, check this album out. One of my all-time favorites of them. And they re-released all their albums a couple years ago too. So
That's why we should have had Big Daddy Kane and Rakim instead.
exactly. I mean, don't get me wrong, Kane and KRS One was dope too,
That was
but
great though.
it's like who they gonna put Rakim against?
I don't know. LL is ducking him. So all right,
LL and Rakim. Mm.
who winning that?
That might be a close battle. I'm not even gonna hold you.
Mm, that'll be interesting. 63. We talked about this group. Second album. It is my favorite one out of the all the albums. I love the first one. I know Reg don't like it, but I love it. Pusha T and Malice, the Clips, Hell Have No Fury, classic album, the best one to me. I love it.
Yes,
This is the hardest produced Neptune's production ever for them. And when you got joints like Keys Open Doors and Hello New World and Wamp Wamp with Slim Thug, Nightmares with Bilal, this is a masterpiece. A masterpiece. Again, if you don't have this album in your collection, don't talk to me about music. I don't want to hear it. Miss me with all that nerdy rap shit.
mm. Yeah, very very dope album. Speaking of LL, my number 62 is my opinion the greatest, his greatest album, best produced album in my personal opinion, and you guys know what I'm talking about. Is Mama Said Knock You Out
Oh yes,
and stuff like that. Number 62. Very, 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 very good album. I love this album today. I mean, I
that's my
want to say
favorite
this was
one.
actually, yeah, I want to say
That's
this was
my
actually my
favorite one.
same. Like he went in
You
on this
you know how
album.
people, you know how people put Big L and they put Lauryn Hill with just one album. If LL only made that one album, he would be in there. I wouldn't
Mm,
even if there was never a radio or Big and Duffer or Mr. Smith. If he just made Moms to Knock You Out, he would be in my top 10 all time just for that album.
definitely, yeah, man. This is actually my second LL album. The first one I actually got was 14 Shots to the Dome. Believe it or not. So yeah, very very dope. This came out after the disappointment. Well, from people, it was disappointing walking with the Panther, which I'm not going to hold you. I kind of felt like that's very underrated now
Yeah.
and stuff like that compared to what was to come, in my opinion. But we'll talk
Mm.
about that. Well, we already talked about that. So yeah, very very dope songs. I mean, where do I even begin? The title track alone, Jiggling Baby remixed, The Power of God, The Booming System.
Mm.
You know, To the Break of Dawn, he threw shots like Kumo D, Hamlin, Ice
Crazy.
T, very very dope and stuff like that. I love this fucking album. You know what I'm saying? And they actually re-released this album. They actually got some remixes. But I'm kind of disappointed because they don't got the original version of To the Break of Dawn when he was rapping live over the Keep Rising to the Top sample and
Mm.
stuff like that. But it is what it is and shit like that. You know, his best album to date, in my personal opinion. Like no album comes close to this. You know,
Mm. Have you
fire.
heard the remix for 6 minutes? The Molly Mall remix?
The what means?
The 6 minutes remix. Molly Mall did it.
No, I did not.
Yeah, that one is more bouncy. You know what I'm saying? But it's dope.
Wait, does it go like did it did it did it did
Yeah,
it
it's like
did
more
it?
bass in it. Yeah, it's like more bass line in it.
Yeah, I heard actually. Scott, matter of fact, I heard that a while back ago
Yeah.
and shit like that. You know, it was alright. It was alright.
Yep. All right. Number 62, 1993. One of the best hip hop albums ever from that year. Onyx, Back the Fuck Up, classic.
Mm.
Rest in peace to Jam Master Jay and Big DS and Shy Skills. Straight boom bap, hardcore hip hop, street rap. You got joints like Onyx is here and Throw Your Guns. That was the first single. You know, you got Shifty, Bitch Ass Niggas, classic album, one of my favorite Onyx albums ever. Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's actually my second favorite Onyx album. And my number 61 might come as a surprise to some people, but I don't give a fuck. This album is dope. We recently talked about this man's discography with his DJ is DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. He's the DJ, I'm the rapper.
Yes.
Oh my god, I mean, I don't give a fuck. This album is very, very, very dope. To me, their best album next to Code Red. Yeah, I said Code Red and shit like that, but yeah.
Oh
But
Lord.
this was like the most influential album next to Rock the House. Also, just to let you guys know, I'm gonna say this once and for all. Get the vinyl version of this album. Do not get the CD version. The CD version shortens tracks, takes out tracks. It's not worth it. This album is known for songs like "Parents Just Don't Understand," "A Nightmare on My Street." You know what I liked about this album was that the first 8 tracks was like the rapper side, but
Mm,
the last couple of tracks was more dedicated to like the DJs. I mean, you still had a Will rapping, but Jazzy Jeff had more of a DJ, had more DJ cuts and stuff like that, which
right.
Value felt that was very revolutionary
Yeah.
at the
Not
time.
not too not a lot of rap albums did that.
Right, because they usually have just one DJ track or
Hmm.
two, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, no one really talks about DJ Jazzy Jeff the Fresh Prince when it comes to that shit. But yeah, this is a very, very dope album today. Love this album.
All right. Number 61, 1999. The Roots, Things Fall Apart. Five Mike
Mm,
classic. One of my favorite Roots albums.
greatest
Rest
rapper
in
of all
peace
time.
to Jay Dilla. Rest in peace to Leonard Hubbard. Rest in peace to Malik B. One of the best Roots albums ever in history. Love the production, the singles. You know, you got me with Erica Badu and Eve. You know, you had a Next Movement, Dynamite, Adrenaline, Don't See Us. Which that was actually the first song that I heard off of the album. I thought I was gonna be a video for that, but that was banging. You got Beanie Siegel's on here, and yo, classic fucking album, B. Classic fucking album. And I'm gonna definitely have some more Roots albums on the list, man, because they got some classics. Yes, Black Thought, the GOAT.
Yeah, I yeah, man. Just to let you know, I'm gonna call my mom's right quick because I was gonna
Do
stay
your
on
thing.
on, stay on the live until about 11:15 anyway. I
Do
gotta
your
get ready
thing.
for this job and shit.
Do your thing. Do your thing.
Dope list.
Thanks. Mike, what's good, yo? Did I watch Nickelodeon? No, I stopped watching Nickelodeon back in the '90s, yo. First album I bought from Gangstar was Heart to Earn. Actually, that was the first album I ever bought from them. Black Thought solo work, I don't like none of it. Not a fan of it. I don't think it's memorable. I think his best shit is with the Roots. You know, he's a great MC, but when it comes to his solo shit, there's a lot of people that's surpassing him. Favorite Roots album. My favorite Roots album from the 2000s is Chronology. Underrated Roots album. Thought it was dope. Nah, I don't have all the gangster albums. I don't have Daily Operation and Moment of Truth and Mr. Nice Guy. Those three I need to get, and the latest one. Everything else I got. Moment of Truth is your favorite. That was a great album. Definitely one of their best ones. Most unique beats in hip hop. That's a good question. For once, you asked me something good. I think I would say, J. Rue the Damager, "Come Clean." That beat, like, just the way that it and sounded like Premier was like using the so it sounded like water dripping and shit on that track. Hard to Earn is my. I don't know what's my favorite. Hard to Earn is great. That might be my favorite one. I love Daily Operation too. The Owner's album is great. That was a good album. Definitely enjoyed that one. Underrated.
I love the owners.
Yeah, that was dope.
By the way, did you get the link with the announcements coming up soon?
Yes. Yeah, you have dates for those?
I'm gonna text you the dates later on and shit. Like I've just been so busy once I got home from work and shit like that.
Right.
But I know one of them, most of them is gonna be in April anyway. So
Okay. Better lyricist, Lord Finesse or Eric Sermon? Lord Finesse.
okay, can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Oh shit, this is not even plugged in. I'm tripping.
Game Theory was decent. I like some joints on that.
Yeah, that was dope. Yo, DL Hughley and Kanye West going at it and shit.
Yeah, what's that about? I saw that shit he was saying online.
I think DL Hughley said that Kanye West shouldn't be harassing Kim or some shit like that because
That ain't his
you know
business. Like, to stay out of that man business. That's just between him and his family. What that got to do with Do?
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm just like nigga.
If Kanye put his nose in Hewley's business, then what? Then he'd be wrong, right? Stay out that man business.
And then Pete Davis and Kanye went at it on social media, and Pete Davis literally told Kanye that, "Oh, I'm living with Kim now and shit. So do
Wow.
something."
He asking for an ass kicking. Kanye crazy enough to do it too. I'm gonna just sit back and laugh.
He think he protected by that Kardashian money and shit. That's the thing. I'm just
What
waiting
does that mean?
for I'm just waiting for Pete Davidson's downfall and shit. Okay.
What does that mean? What does that mean, Ronnie? You feel like Eric Sermon is the hip hop equivalent to Teddy Riley? What does that mean? Meaning what? I don't get it. Did he start a new genre of music like Teddy Riley? I don't understand that comparison.
Blueprint 2 or The Genius? The Genius by who?
Blueprint 2. Blueprint 2 or The Genius. The Genius by Jizza? That was the name of the album, right? Who was the Genius? Blueprint 2, that was bad. I guess if I say Blueprint 2 is trash, I'm being too harsh on it, right?
Who knows?
Busta Rhymes Genesis, I think that's better than the Blueprint 2. And that wasn't even a good album by Busta Rhymes.
I'll agree with you on that.
I really don't like Blueprint 2. Really don't like that album. Greatly underrated songs? Like what? What underrated songs he had on Blueprint 2? That was great. What, Meet the Parents?
I didn't like that one.
I don't think he had any underrated songs on that album.
I felt like the diss track Blueprint 2 was underrated, if you ask me.
And I didn't like that either. There's very few songs I like on it. Poppin' Tag should have been a single. That's one of the best songs on that album. I don't like Blueprint 3 either. That was bad. He picked the right singles, but the overall the album, the rest of the album is just terrible.
Cause
What's your
living up.
thoughts on Ray J? What Ray J movie?
Right, I didn't even pay attention to that shit, low key.
Oh man. Yeah, American Gangster was way better. How many classics does Jay have?
One
I would I
reason.
would say he got about 4 or 5 classics. But it's only really about 2 that people really know. Reasonable Doubt and the Blueprint. Nobody talks about the other shit that he had, the other classics he got. Black Album is a classic.
I feel like
Volume Two is
Volume 2 is more of a classic now these days.
Volume Two is a. I always thought Volume Two was a classic. That's his household name. That's his household. That's the album that made him a household name. Without Hard Knock Life, he wouldn't have been a household name. And nobody was talking about Volume One when it dropped.
Personally, I would say American Gangster is a personal classic to me.
American Gangster was a solid album. Ballad of a Fallen Soldier. I don't like none of those songs.
But that was
None of those songs.
trash.
Poppin' Tags
You don't know
and
remix
and
good.
I like the remix for that. That should have been on the Blueprint. And I like Poppin' Tags. All those other songs, I don't like none of those other songs. Excuse Me Miss, I don't like that. And I love the Neptunes. I thought that was a shitty song. The Bounce, I don't like none of those other songs.
I actually like that beat for the Neptune, believe it or not.
You like that? Excuse Me Miss?
Yeah.
Never
I don't
liked
like
that
the song
song. It was
beat by the Neptune,
overplayed. They overplayed that to death. Like that was like his best hit single ever.
because it was the Luther Vandross sample and shit.
Is that what it is?
That, that Luther song.
Luther would have did it better than
That Luther, he did do it better.
he did it. Yeah, yeah, Luther did it better.
I take you
Bonnie and
out.
Clyde, I don't like that song either. I don't like none of those singles he picked for that album.
Don't even get me started on Bonnie and Clyde. Please don't get me
Trash,
started on that song.
trash.
All I need in my life is
No,
me and my
no,
girlfriend.
no. Pac did it better.
Tony Braxton did it better.
Tony Braxton, yeah, she was alright. Redman has how many classics Redman got? Well, I'm not including There's a Dark Side. So for me, it's about I say two and a couple of underrated albums.
He has technically three if you want to count Blackout, but Darius Dogson and Doc's the name
Sham,
are artists.
Sham said he got four. What's his four? What's his four classics?
Who got four classics?
Redman. What's his four classics?
I guess the first four.
Nah, I'm excluded. But the Doc's name is great. I don't know if it's a classic though. I prefer that over There's a Dark Side though, but I think he has two. Hovey Baby, yeah, that was good. But all those other
Oh,
songs you mentioned was terrible. You don't like Hovey Baby?
hell no.
That's one of the to me that's one of the better songs on that the double album. Yeah, Luther did it better. They should have just gave Luther the beat. He had already passed away by that time, right?
No, he was still alive. It's
Like,
2002.
well, they should have gave Luther the beat for that then. Nah, don't like it. Don't like it. That's one of the worst songs on that album. The songs that he should the songs that I like he should have picked as singles. Poppin' Tags, somehow, some way with Scarface and Beanie Siegel. That should have been a single. You dropped the ball with that. Hovey Baby, you dropped the ball with that. The Watcher 2 with Dre and Rakim, you dropped the ball with that.
All around the world, hell no.
Nah, I don't think that was great. Nah. Not to the clips. I don't think even for the clips, I don't think that would have been that's not them. Give that to Snoop Dogg. He would have killed it.
It's becoming a classic. That's a
Yes.
classic. Motherfuckers want to say Bus ain't got no classics.
No, that is a classic. That definitely is a classic. That whole intro alone is a classic. The way he started off that album, that's
I make
one of the best intros ever. Where he had Lord Have Mercy starting off that intro for him. That's a classic.
I
Definitely.
make sure everything remains raw. I
Everything
make
remains
sure
raw. Abandoned ship. Woo ha. Ill vibes. Come on.
the
How is that not a
finish line.
classic? Hot fudge. That whole album is a classic.
Dun 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 dun. Dun. What was that other
Yes.
track? Oh, Flipmode Squad meets Death
Flipmode,
Squad.
right. Yeah.
One of the best posse cuts
Great.
ever.
Great. Yes, I know. Yes, in the club was for D12, and they wouldn't have made that a hit though. So it went to the right person.
Okay,
Top
five
five
more.
MCs that have the best punchlines.
Big L, Kane. Shit. Willie D, fucking Biggie.
What about
This
Fabulous?
Get the fuck out of here. You know what?
Mm.
I would even say Q-Tip.
Q-Tip,
Yeah, just on top of my head.
Lloyd Banks, Lloyd Banks.
Um, Lil Banks is dope. That's
Best
just
better lyricist, split star. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy, definitely. What are some artists who are respected in hip hop? What do you mean? I don't understand that question. Jay Z, Nas, Black Thought, they respected.
any of the
Who
artists
won
we
on
talked.
that? Who won on that song, Flip Mode or Death Squad?
To me, for the flip mode, Lord have mercy. For Def Squad, I'm gonna have to go with Keith Murray.
I think, yeah, Lord have mercy had the best verse on that. That's why they saved them for last.
Well,
Yeah,
technically, Buster was last, but
Buster was last. I thought Lord have mercy was last on that.
cause no Buster did the outro and shit.
Right. Of course, Buster gonna be last on his own shit. He ain't going first.
Well, not a lot of MCs were last on their own shit. Kane wasn't last on Show and Prove and shit.
And he wasn't the best on that album.
That well, yeah,
He was not the best on that.
he was one of the worst ones, believe it or not. Yeah, I hate to say it. Him and Scrap, man, they were the worst verses.
Scrap shouldn't have been on that at all. I don't know why he tried. He attempted to. You a dancer? Why are you trying to rap?
Even ODB's verse was kind of hit or miss and shit.
Right. Right. I like Shaheem on that. I thought he was dope. You know, Sauce Money did his thing on that. Does the game have any classics? The game got two classics to me. You got the documentary and Doctor's Advocate. After that, it's like hit or miss for me with his discography.
Shit.
Yeah, Eminem was great with punchlines. He was.
It was.
I don't know what the hell he say now. He was great with punchlines.
Mm. Shit. What was I about to say? I thought something. We'll come back.
LAX is a classic to you, Sam?
LX was good. I won't call it a classic myself. To me, I would kind of put documentary 2 over that one.
That was good. Lord Finesse and Chino XL. Yeah. Them too. Cannabis. There's a whole bunch. A whole bunch of them.
Chino was
Too
nasty.
many to name. Better lyricist, Currency, or Pusha T? Pusha T. Currency consistent though. He have a consistent discography, but Pusha T for bars, definitely.
Definitely. All right, I'm gonna call this a knock. I'm gonna save my minutes for tomorrow's Helter Skelter. I have a feeling that's gonna be a long review
Right.
and shit. Just a few announcements I'm gonna make. So tomorrow, at 11 o'clock, after I get off work, we're gonna finally talk about this masterpiece right here. Forgive the Condition. I mean, it was cheap and the motherfucker gave it to me like this. So, well, actually, he gave it to me with just the CD and the booklet and shit like that. I had to
You
find
gotta beat his ass for that. No back cover?
right.
Fuck that.
But yeah, that's gonna be Monday at 11 o'clock and shit like that. And the beat battle for Easy Mo B is gonna be at 6 p.m. on Tuesday and
Mm.
shit too. So stay tuned on that one. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, that's gonna be a very, very, very dope one. This shit, I already got my list ready.
Yes.
Yeah, try about to go head to head on this one
Yes.
and shit.
I'm gonna beat your ass like a slave in that on Tuesday.
Yeah, we'll see. Other than that,
Oh,
appreciate this try.
no doubt.
As for next week for the rap albums list, it's gonna be 10 p.m. next Sunday and
Okay.
stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, make sure y'all stay tuned on that. And I will see y'all tomorrow at 11. Appreciate this try as usual.
All right.
Peace.
Peace.